Hello everyone, Jen here, Golden State Times, and today we have a new video. On this one, I'm going to be explaining how it says on your screen, the Trump victory, but by the numbers. I'm very interested, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you are also interested, on how much of a percentage did Trump take from women, from African Americans, Hispanics, and all of the other stuff. As you know, according to the mainstream media a few months prior to the election, they were saying that Trump wasn't going to take any minorities, he wasn't going to take any women voters, and all other stuff. But let's see how he did. Now, this could be a little bit rigged because it's coming from the BBC, which is a leftist media in the UK. But if these numbers are the ones they're giving, you can make the conclusion that is probably off by, I'm going to say, 15 to 25%. So let's see what they said. So it says that Trump won with 279 electoral votes compared to Hillary's 228, which is not true. It's actually 290 to 228 as of right now. But like I told you, it's rigged. This is how the map looks. And it says counties where Trump increased the Republican vote. As you can see up north on the side of Maine, you can see it's dark red around the northern part of Maine and working its way down this way. Up north, like after the Dakotas and into the Michigan and Wisconsin area, you can see that it's also really red. The northern part of California and Nevada, those are pretty red too. But as you can see here in the Midwest, blood red around these areas right in the Midwest. Now, they're saying that it increased by more than 9%. So all these really dark red areas, Trump increased the Republican vote by 9%. So this is also another example of the Republican areas around the country. As you can see, Alaska, Florida is still like a pinkish color. So it says Trump more popular with male voters. 53% for Trump of male voters, 41% for Hillary, 6% for other, which includes third party. Female, Donald Trump took 42% of the female vote compared to Hillary's 54% and 4% to third party. And again, this isn't true because Trump took at least 65% of the male vote. Of the female vote, Donald Trump took almost 50%. So he was around the 48.5% margin of the female vote. So half of the American women out there voted for Donald Trump, which that took the leftist media by complete surprise because they thought that he was going to get probably in the 10% or maybe even 20% range. And he blew it out of the water by taking almost 50% of the female vote. So they're saying that according to this map, California had an increase of Democratic votes and voters, along with New Hampshire, along with Vermont and other states like that. So this could not be true. I saw the map for California and it looked really bad in the Pacific coast. I do not know what the hell happened there, but it was pretty bad. This is Florida, and this is how Trump won Florida. As you can see, most of the state on the western part of the state are blood red, and it works its way all the way down through central Florida. And Donald Trump had a lot of help in Florida from the Cuban community He also had help from the Puerto Rican community, and he had a lot of help from the Haitian community. Well, as you know, the Haitians hate Hillary Clinton because of what she did in Haiti. And it says older people vote for Trump. And this graph is saying that 65%, or 53%, I'm sorry, of 65 and older voted for Donald Trump compared to Hillary's 45%, and 2 went to third party. 45 to 64, 53% voted for Donald Trump, 44 for Hillary. 30 to 44, 42% voted for Donald Trump, 50 voted for Hillary. 8 went to third party. Millennials 18 through 29 says that 37% of the vote went for Trump and 55 went for Hillary. Now, that one is actually false. There's other reports out there saying that Trump took at least 45% of the millennial vote, 18 to 29-year-olds. And also the 8% from third party is also not true. That one went up a little bit, probably 10%. And obviously Hillary is less than 40, or around 40. So this one is completely false. Well, when it comes to 18 to 29, most of the other ones are true, even though they're just a little bit more than 53, a little bit more than 42, but not much. Pennsylvania, as you can see, this is Pennsylvania in 2012, and this is Pennsylvania today on your right. As you can see, most of these areas towards the northern part of the state are blood red, and they work themselves towards the bottom of the state. And the western part of that state is definitely Republican, but up north, in the mid-north areas, blood red Republican. So this is how it breaks down, and says Trump wins 7 key battleground states, including Florida, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Georgia, North Carolina, Virginia, Wisconsin, Colorado, Iowa, and Nevada. Iowa, he won it by over a 51%. That is insane. Along with Ohio, Georgia, North Carolina, all those states were won by more than half. So here goes what a lot of leftist media will not tell you, and it says that 58% of the white citizens in America voted for Donald Trump, 58% compared to Hillary's 37%. 5 went to third party. When it comes to Hispanics, it says that Trump took 29% of the Hispanic vote compared to Hillary's 65%. And 6% went to third party. Now, that one is 100% false. Donald Trump took from 35 to 45% of the Hispanic vote. Third party took at least from 10 to 15% of the Hispanic vote. Okay, so don't believe this one. Now, Asian Americans says that 29% took... Donald Trump took 29% of the Asian vote compared to Hillary 65, and 6 went to third party, and that one is also false because Asians came out in large numbers to vote for Donald Trump. So we're pretty sure that he took at least in the 35% margin, and they really do not vote third party, so I'm pretty sure that the 6% is accurate when it comes to that. Now, African American vote, it says that Trump took 8%, which is not true. He took at least 15%, and Hillary took 88%, which is not true, obviously. And 4% went to third party, but I think it's around the 7 to 10% in reality. Now, when it comes to other, I don't know what they put together as other. Maybe Native American, maybe I don't know, Arab American. I have no idea what they put as other, but whatever it is that they put as other, 37% was voted for Trump, 56% voted for Hillary, 7 went third party. Again, I have no idea what they mean about other, but that's what it is. So probably like, I don't know, Indian American. I have no idea what they meant. So it says out of the 250 counties with the most white people, 249 voted for Trump. So this, okay, that's what the leftist media is trying to do. They're trying to make it seem like the only reason that Trump won was because, the white people came out to vote for Trump, and that's the reason he won. which is completely stupid. In 2012 and in 2008, actually, those same racist white people that came out to vote for Trump voted for Barack Obama. But to the leftist media, when they voted for Obama, oh yeah, they were nice people, hardworking Americans. This isn't this, right? But now that they turn around and they voted for Donald Trump, now they're racist white people because they voted for Donald Trump. They're sexist, they're racist, they're this, they're that. And that's the only reason why Trump won is because, white people are just racist to the core and they voted for another quote unquote racist, which is a bunch of shit. Okay, the one that put Trump over the top are African Americans, Latinos, and women voters. Those are the ones that put Trump over the top. If he wouldn't have gotten the numbers that he got on those three core voters, then he would have not won. He wouldn't have won if he wouldn't have gotten as many Latino voters, as many African American voters, as many women voters out there. And this too, the thing is that they're breaking everything down because they're making it seem just like always that only old people, right? Only old people over 65 are the ones that vote Republican, which is not true. It says most old men, 241, voted for Trump. And they're saying that that's out of the 250 counties. And most black people, 144, voted for Clinton out of the 250. So according to this, 144 counties voted for Clinton. They're African American counties, and 105 voted for Donald Trump. 106 actually. But anyways, that's what they're saying. 106 counties voted for Donald Trump. That's 106 counties. That's a lot of people. But it is what it is with these guys. So this is how they break it down. Again, Trump took it with 290 to 228. So let's see up here. 279. You see this? This is the kind of shit I'm talking about. Trump wins 279 to 228. And down here, it says Trump won 290 to 228. Oh, man. So now that Trump won the presidency, as you can tell, the Republicans have taken control of both the Senate and the House. They needed 51 to control it, and they got that. And they needed around 218 to control the House, and they got 239. So Trump is coming in with a Republican control of the Senate and the House. That's going to help him a lot get through his policy and get through any other legislation that he wants to get through. Okay, this is a very good thing for Trump. So when he comes in and he says, you know what, we're going to repeal and replace Obamacare, the Senate says yes, the House says yes, boom, done. There is nothing that's going to be able to stop Trump. When he says, you know what, we are going to start negotiation, we're going to start seeing how much the wall is going to cost us, and we're going to start blocking all of the companies from leaving the U.S. and making Mexico pay by by increasing taxes on Mexican products coming in and all this stuff. The Senate was going to say yes. The House is going to say yes. It's going to go through, no problem. So this is looking very, very good for the first term of Donald Trump. And it's very good stuff because that way he can actually do what he was set out to do, what he promised the American people he was going to do in his first 100 days in office. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a little bit easier for him to get legislation through. Now, do all Republicans agree with all of the policies that Trump is going to do? No. Just like most Democrats didn't agree with Obama in his Obamacare, it was because of the Democrats that they shut down the government twice or maybe even 3 times. You see, so just because there's a control in the Senate, control in the House, does not mean that Trump is going to really easily be able to pass legislation and do whatever he wants to do or what he feels like he needs to do. But it just makes it a little bit easier for him to do it. And even if it's a little tiny bit easier, it's always a good thing because there's wiggle room for you to actually pass legislation and do whatever you need to do to make the life of the American people just a little bit better. So yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope that you guys like this video. It was something different that I did. It was more commentary than me actually reading a news report. But let us know if you guys want to see any more of this type of reporting with commentary and all that stuff. Let us know in the comment section below. Give it a thumbs up. The more thumbs up I see, then I'm going to know that that's basically what you guys want to see in the future. But I'm just trying to figure out what's the best for the channel, what's the best mood for the channel, and what I can do to make it grow and continue bringing you guys the news that you guys want to see, hear, and keeping you guys informed. So yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you guys here next time. But until then, peace.